Well, welcome back to the channel. I'm here today to review a Ohana product. It is part of the Cynthia Lin series. So what they have done is Ohana has worked with Cynthia Lin, who is if you don't know who she is, just a tremendous artist, guitar, and now especially ukulele player. She's actually living now in Hawaii. She has a huge following on Patreon and YouTube and does a lot of not only performing, but especially lately with COVID, she's been doing a lot of things as far as teaching. Now, in this series, there are 4 ukuleles. This is the, if I can use the word, entry level. So they have this one and they have one with a passive pickup you can also get for a few extra dollars. This is $200, by the way, through them. Comes with a gig bag and some swag, you know, a pen and some stickers and things like that. So 2 of these, with and without pickup. This has no pickup in it. And then they have, this is obviously a laminate mahogany. Then they have a solid mahogany cutaway that she plays that you can also purchase. You can buy that with the EQ in the side, obviously a pickup, or you can buy it without a pickup depending on your needs, but it still is all solid mahogany, still has obviously the cutaway. So there's some choices there. That's, I want to say that's a little less than 500. So today we're going to look at the entry level, the base model, if you will. And I was interested in this because I like Cynthia. I've seen a lot of her videos. I've done some of the things that she, or the play-alongs and teachings, etc. with her. And I just wanted to see what she and Ohana did. So, and she does, by the way, she since she came out with the Ohana, that's all I hear her or see her play is the cutaway, and it sounds real good, be it plugged in or not. So this is the CK-14-CL. And she has worked with Ohana in designing this particular ukulele. So let's take a look at this. This is the laminate mahogany. Now what that means is, and it's beautiful, isn't it? And it's a beautiful satin finish. It's not an open pore. I really like it. When this hangs on my wall, I just did a short, you can check that out, just quickly, 15-second video showing my wall. When this is hanging on the wall, it's just beautiful because it has no inlays on the front, just a hibiscus here. Really nice looking uke. So, it really is well put together, nice, but it's a laminate. Now, quickly about that, and this is not a video on laminate versus solid. The laminate, picture yourself going down to Home Depot or Lowe's and look at some of the wood there. The laminate is the plywood. It has different types of wood that are glued together. Your solid is just that, solid pine, solid oak, solid walnut. And you can see that it's solid when you look at it from the end or on the side because the grain runs all the way through. Same thing with a laminate. So this says different layers of wood. The outside is mahogany. You can always tell because if you look at the sound hole, you will see a laminate there versus if you have a solid wood ukulele, you'll see the grain runs all the way through from the side. So this is a laminate. So there's your front, there's your, they say a hardwood for the fretboard and the bridge. It easily could be rosewood, I'm just not sure. Nice, simple sound hole there. I really like the rosehead. And of course, this is where you get the plain fingerboard with the beautiful hibiscus. I don't like dots on the front. They're useless for me. I can't see them. I need them on the side. Then you've got the headstock with her signature, synthetic nut and saddle, Grover tuners, black buttons. Now this particular model, in fact all of them come with the Worth Browns. And I asked Mim to put on a low G as well as the strap pins, which she put black on to match with the buttons, and I think it just looks great. Really just look at that fingerboard, how beautiful it is. No dots, a nice hibiscus there at the 12th fret, and it's really, really nice. Has binding, front and rear, a very simple. I prefer, this is just Vic now, I prefer a basic, simple binding as a rule, and inlays, etc. And that's exactly what this is. I'm not, a lot of Ohana models have abalone all around the front, and the sound hole, and this, and it's fine. It's a little flashy for me. That's just me. I don't think I have anything with abalone, actually, except for just this hibiscus. Now, the one thing I want to talk about just for a moment here is the way the fit and finish is really, really good on this Ohana. Ohana has come a very long way with their quality control. And if you go back and look at the short I did, you will see that this is not intentional. I've owned, if you look at my YouTube channel, there's over 100 videos, and I've owned all kinds of different ukuleles. Right now, as I'm looking, excuse me, they're all Ohanas except for one Inya. That wasn't by design. The real reason is because I love buying from Mim. If I order on a Friday, I've got the uke. Tuesday, it's been set up perfectly. She's a pleasure to know and work with. She carries a ton of other fantastic makes. Right now, I'm just not able to afford, a Kamaka or Kenyavia or the Koaloha, which obviously I've owned quite a few of those too. The one thing that I will tell you is I got this, looked it over, really pleased, love the way it sounds. Now, Worth Browns are a little more mellow, so I will be putting on some Aquila sugars, and I will be then comparing this to a solid wood mahogany Ohana. Anyway, I was playing one day and I looked at them. I looked down and I just noticed that some of the fingerboard and the head were not finished properly. So it's going to be really hard for you to see that right here. But the fingerboard is dark and then it's lighter from here on. It's not stained properly. This, I think, is beautiful, the way that they've done the overlay on the headstock, and then it goes up here, and it's done properly. Over here, it's not. It's not stained properly, and you can see that. A couple little, things. Obviously doesn't affect the playing. How does it play? It's set up by Mim. Mim does a tremendous setup. Mim Jukes. Highly recommend her. Obviously, I'm looking at 6 Ohanas that I've purchased, every one of them from her, set up by her, every one of them within 4 days, they're at my front door. She's a blessing. So take that as you will. recording there. A couple things I just wanted to share with you real quick as I'm thinking about them that I meant to share earlier. This is a laminate. What are the advantages and disadvantages? The advantage to the laminate is it's not as sensitive to temperature change. So if I set this on the wall, I'm never going to have to humidify it. I'm not going to have to stick it in the case, et cetera, et cetera. It does come with a gig bag, by the way. So solid wood will need to have a certain amount of humidity. The humidity in here is usually, right now it's 52%, but usually it's in the wintertime, it's a little less, but it's all within safe parameters. The disadvantage to, this is a little more robust, if you will, but how this sounds today is how it will sound 20 years from now, or 5 years from now, or a year from now. And a solid wood ukulele will, what we call, open up. Because of the vibration, the wood will change. You will have more sound, more volume, more sustain as you keep and play the ukulele. The solid wood will sound great right out of the box, but it will sound better as you go along. So you have to decide, what are you going to be using this uke for? Is it going to be in your cave all the time? Go ahead and buy a $1,000 instrument. You don't got to worry about it because you're not going to be taking it out into the snow, the heat, the sun, put it into a car that's 100 degrees inside, etc. If you're going to be taking it to work or leaving it at work, you're going to be transporting it here, there, and everywhere. You want to throw it in a gig bag, go to a jam, you don't have to worry about it. You want to, after the jam, you want to go to lunch with a bunch of people and leave it in the car. This is the one for you. So, or any laminate, obviously. I like laminates. I think I'm interested because laminates, to me, this is just me, have a certain sound to them. With the Worth Browns, which tend to be not as bright, that adds to that sound, if you will. So it's not as bright. Some people love that, some people don't. Some people don't care, some people don't even notice it. I've played so many ukes, I notice it right away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some Aquila sugars on here, brighten it up, and then we are going to compare this, a laminate, to a solid concert all mahogany Ohana, of course, because that's all I got right now. So do I like this uke? Yes. Is it the best looking uke on the wall? Yes. Does it play fantastic? Yes. Does it sound good? Yes. Am I disappointed with the little niggles with the stain? Yes. Mem didn't see it. Ohana didn't see it, or they would have sold it as a blim. I didn't see it right away, so I don't think it's a big deal. I think they put a lot of thought into it. I think it looks great. They've done a good job. I think the cutaway would also be a tremendous instrument. I may or may not get that down the road. I can tell you right now, every instrument on my wall, every ukulele, is mahogany. So, and I love mahogany, but I'm a little burned out on it. I'd like to get some mango, some koa, some cedar, some rosewood, something other than mahogany. So as the Lord provides the money, I will be purchasing something other than mahogany, the next one. Anyway, this is it. Isn't that pretty? I mean, just a really, look at that. Let me get my hand out of the way. Hibiscus. And it's just such a great look, no dots to distract, it's just this. Really nice, I like it, recommend it. She does have, Mem has a couple of blims on her site right now for like $185 or something. So how can you beat that for a Ohana setup by Mem? You can't. So the next video will be a comparison, new strings on this, low G, and we'll see the difference between a laminate mahogany concert ukulele and an all solid. And I may even throw in my Vita-uke, which I absolutely love, the concert scale, which is a solid spruce top and mahogany laminate back in size. That might be interesting. So we'll see what happens, or we may do 2 videos. Until then, I hope you have a great day. Hope you enjoyed the review, and I'll put the link down here for Mim. And if you would do me a favor, and if you would subscribe if you like the channel. There's over 100 videos on here all about ook, except maybe 2 on me playing classical guitar. Subscribe especially. And again, I always emphasize share with other people. Put it on your Twitter page, your Facebook page, etc. I'm going to be doing some more shorts too down the road, videos set up vertically, which obviously I don't do this that way. And, less than a minute, just little quick videos about maybe a lesson or a note or a chord or whatever. So until then, God bless you guys. Hope you have a great day. And I will see you in a week or 2. Bye-bye.